Do you feel the vibes?
Until now, we've been, working with rational functions and so on. So today, we're going to have the equations. The way in which you solve these is, first, you have to factor. Remember, anytime you see any quadratic expression even, you have to first factor. Then you have to state the restrictions. Okay, what are the restrictions? These are wherever the denominator equals 0. So set the denominator equal to 0. Find the LCD and multiply both sides by the LCD. Then solve for x. And then you have to check for extraneous solutions. So basically, make sure your answer isn't one of the restrictions. Okay, so let's take a look at this next one. Okay, so first is factor. Is there anything here that can be factored? No. Okay, next, state the restrictions. So state any, set the denominators equal to 0. Okay, but just the ones with the variables. So here for the restriction, we say, okay, so 3 minus x equal to 0, right? And then, so I add x to both sides, 3 equals x, right? So basically the restriction is x cannot equal to 3. Because when x equals to 3, what will this denominator equal? 0, and you can never have a denominator 0. So x can never equal to 3. Okay, next I need to come up with the LCD. This is why we've been doing all of the other stuff. So look at the denominators. Between the 24 and the 4, what would be the LCD? Not 4, 24. And what else do I need to take for the LCD? 3 minus x. Right? So I have a 24, a 4, and a 3 minus x. So that's my LCD right there. Now, I need to multiply. Are you taking notes? Okay, I need to multiply every single term by the LCD. So multiply both sides of this equation by the LCD. Okay? Okay. So we're going to multiply every single term here by the LCD. So here, 24, 3 minus x. This one, 24, 3 minus x. This one, 24, 3 minus x. Okay? Now, this is the most important step. And you have to be like equal opportunity here. You have to multiply every single term by this. Yeah. Yep, every single term. So now you have to go and see what can cancel. Okay, so in the first one, the 24 and the 24 cancel, right? So what do I have left? 5 times 3 minus x, correct? Now, plus, what cancels here? 3 minus x, 3 minus x. And that's for free, right? Because they're in the same order. So what do I have left? 2 times 24 equals, here I can cancel the 4 with the 24, but what does that reduce to? A 6. A 6 in the numerator, not in the denominator. So I have 6 times 3 minus x. Okay? Now, when you do this, find the LCD, multiply each term by the LCD, and simplify correctly. When you do this correctly, your denominator should disappear. Okay? All right. So now all we have is a regular old algebraic function. So distribute 15 minus 5x plus 48 is equal to 18 minus 6x. Okay? So 15 plus 48, how much is that? Go ahead and plug it into your calculator. 63. minus 5x is equal to 18 minus 6x. Add 5x to both sides. So 63 is equal to 18 plus 5x. Minus 18, what do we get? 45.
It's minus x. Negative 6 was, yeah, it's minus x.
Oh, sorry, it's minus x. Okay, so then x is negative 45. Now, is that answer one of the restrictions? No. So we're good. Okay? All right, so let's do another one. Okay, let's do another one. All right, so take a look here. I have an x. This is over 1. This is over 1. So my denominators are 1, 1, 6, 18. Okay, will there be any restrictions? No. So between the 1, the 6, and the 18, what will be the common denominator? 18. Because it's only when you have variables. So now I'm going to multiply every single thing by 18. Huh? Yes. So now, nothing to cancel for the first one. So I got 18x plus 3 times 18. This will be 15. Right? You guys okay with that? So the 6 and the 18, this was a 3. And then this, the 18s go away, so it's equal to 23. Okay, this is such a simpler one compared to the one before, right? So this is 18x plus how much is this? 54 or 64? 30, oh, you're right, 54. Plus 15 is equal to, I don't know. Oh, yeah. So 6 and 18 canceled to 3. 3 times 5 was 15. Okay? So 54 plus 15, this is 18x plus 69 is equal to 23. Subtract. What do we get? Negative 46. X is equal to negative 46 over 18. What do we get? Good. Okay. Again, that's not part of the restrictions, so we're good. Okay? And please feel free to use your calculators to do these so you can get the right calculations. Okay, let's do the next one. Okay, so here, is there anything we can factor? Yes. So this one is going to be xx minus 5 minus 4. Okay? So let's do restrictions. So x minus 5 equals 0, which means x can't equal 5. X minus 4 equals 0. X can't equal 4. Okay. So now, what's the LCD?
X minus 5, x minus 4.
Okay. So, multiply each one of these by the LCD. Equal opportunity. Don't leave anybody out. Now, here is where students go cancel happy again, and they just cancel too many things. Don't let that happen to you. So here, I cancel out the x minus 5, and I get 8 x minus 4. Okay, minus. I cancel out the x minus 4s. I get 9 x minus 5 equals x minus 5s go away, x minus 4s go away, so just 5. Okay, so now distribute 8x minus 32 minus 9x plus 45 Okay, so 8x minus 9x, negative x. Ugh, why do I keep writing? So 45 minus 32, what do I get? Plus what? 13 is equal to 5. Negative x is equal to negative 8. So x equals 8. That's not part of the restrictions, so we're good. Okay? Okay. Now, next one. Okay. Let's look at the denominators. I can obviously factor this one. It'll be x plus 5, x plus 3. Does the top factor?
No.
No. Be bold. No. Right. So, what are the restrictions? X can't be.
Negative 3 or negative 5.
Yes. Awesome. Okay, so what's the. Huh? So look at each of the denominators. If this equals 0, it's x equals negative 5, and then, yeah. So what's the LCD?
X plus 5, x plus 2.
Right. Now multiply each part. Okay, so x plus 5s go away. So I have 2x, x plus 3, minus, everything cancels here. So in parentheses, I have x squared minus x minus 10 equal to, the x plus 3's go away, so 3 times x plus 5. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm not canceling everything and then writing them. I'm writing at each step, because let me tell you, the most common mistake is people just like don't see that there was a 2x there or there was a this. So make sure you keep track of every single term. Okay, so 2x squared plus 6x minus x squared plus x plus 10 equal to 3x plus 15. So yeah, so now we got to combine all of these like terms. So 2x squared minus x squared, that's x squared, plus 7x plus 10 equal to 3x plus 15. Right? So now I'm going to subtract a 3x. I'm also going to subtract a 15. X squared plus 4x minus 5 equal to 0. Okay, this time it's a quadratic. We got to solve that one, right? So we got to factor again. So what do I get? X plus 5, x minus 1. So what's x equal to?
X equals 1.
Negative 5, and x equals 1. But can x equal negative 5? No, so you throw that one away. So that is your only solution.
You get plus 7. It's
7?
no, I mean 7x.
Oh, right, because here there was plus x plus 6x plus x.
But in the equation it says minus x.
Right, but we distributed the negative. So it was negative x squared and then positive x. The negative gets distributed. You see that? Okay. All right. So the next one you're going to do on your own. What does this factor to? Right. Z plus 1, z minus 1. Okay, so you're on your own. I'm going to give you 2.5 minutes to do this one. Right? On your mark, get set, go. I'm going to race you. solved, what did you get for z? Z equals what? 1.
And it's a restriction.
Uh-huh. So we got z equals 1, but that's a restriction. There are no other choices, so it's just no solution. Okay? So let's...
I didn't multiply 2.
Right. Okay, so do you see how each step, right, is like you just have to make sure you're doing each step correctly, okay? All right. So let's do the next one. Okay. Here, anything we can factor? Oh, there is actually. What can we factor from here?
Out the 2.
We can factor out a 3 from here. N plus 1. 4, n minus 1. 2, n plus 1. So take a look at what I have here. I have a 3, a 4, a 2. I have some n plus 1s. I have some n minus 1s. Okay, so the LCD, let's see. Okay, no, hang on. Okay, let's go step by step. Let's do LCD. So first, let's take a look at the coefficients. Between the 3, the 4, and the 2, what would be your common denominator? 12. And then I also have an n plus 1 and an n minus 1. Okay? So now, that's the LCD. So now for restrictions, there are restrictions. So from this one, n can't be minus 1. From this one, n can't be plus 1. Okay, so those are the restrictions. So now let's multiply everything by the LCD. So 12, n plus 1, n minus 1. 12, n plus 1, n minus 1. 12n plus 1, n minus 1. Now here we're going to go slowly, okay? Again, don't get cancel happy. So the 12 and the 3 gives me a 4. So I have 4 times n plus 1 times n minus 1 times what? 7n, okay? I'm actually going to write the 7n at the beginning. Oh, no. Sorry, what did I forget to cancel out? The n plus 1. Okay, so it would just be 4 times 7n times n minus 1. Okay, so the 3 and the 12 gave me a 4. The n plus 1s went away. So I have 4 times 7n times n minus 1. Okay, here. Let me take another color here. So minus. The 4 and the 12 give me a 3. The n minus 1s go away. So what do I have left? 5 times 3 times n plus 1. Okay. Equal to, whoops. Okay, look, 7n is here. I just copied it over. Okay. And then this is the 5 that I just copied over. So now, this is equal to. Right, so the 2 and the 6 and the 2 and the 12 reduce to 6. So I have, and then the n plus 1s go away. So I have 6 times the 3n from here goes down here times n minus 1. So it's so important, A, to have neat writing, B, to just keep things in order so you don't lose track of numbers. Okay, so let's go. This one is going to give me 28n, n minus 1, minus 15, n plus 1, equal to 18n, n minus 1. Okay? distribute 28n squared minus 28n. Distribute the negative 15. And then distribute this. 18n squared minus 18n. Okay, so here I have 28n squared minus 28 minus 15 minus 33n, I'm sorry, minus 43n, right? Minus 15 equal to 18n squared minus 18n. Whew. Okay, what am I going to do? Well, let's first subtract 18n squared. So I get 10n squared. Can I also add 18n? So what do I get? Huh? Negative 43 plus 18, 25. Now we can take out a 5. Good. Ooh, okay. Oh boy, now I still have to factor. We know how to factor this though, right? So literally every single chapter is represented in this problem. Everything from chapter 1 to chapter 8 that we did is represented in this problem. Isn't that cool? Right. Well, I can put a graph in there. But there were chapters that had graphs and other things too, and those other things are in here. Okay, so let's multiply the 2 to here. So I have 5 n squared minus 5n minus 6. I know. Well, like I tell my kids, when, dinner is something they don't like, you don't have to like it, you just have to eat it. And here too, you don't have to like it, you just have to do it. Okay, so minus 6 plus 1. But now what do? Put the 2 back. Okay, that's the step everybody forgets. So now this is 5, n minus 3, 2n plus 1. That's a lot, I know. So what's n? 3. 3 and negative 1/2. Huh? The 5 divides out, so it goes away. Okay? You can divide both sides by 5, so it goes away. All right? And those are the 2 answers there. Okay? All right, let's do some homework.
Do you feel the